back. We are here for Brindlewood Bay, Golden Grifters, episode 10. It has been a while for our group since we last played, so I'm going to ask between notes that Rachael took and whatever you remember from your own head. It's like, what do you recall from last session? So, whomever wants to start.
I have my notes, but I remember Faire, Vikings, I'm in a maze, I'm a monster. Like if I didn't look at my notes, that's all I remember. Solid.
That seems pretty damn succinct, so yeah, take it.
So we're at the Vineland Fair, which is the annual Ren Fair near Brindlewood Bay, near a Viking burial ground. And we're here because we're here for fun, but also Mindel MacArthur was impaled on the jousting field yesterday. It was supposedly an accident, but we learned that there were high levels of sleep aid found on the toxicology report, and she shouldn't have even been attempting to ride in the condition she must have been in. So clearly that was something nefarious. We've met the CEO of the event, Mrs. Dakota Reynolds. She has a falcon. Mazi and I have been checking out the dunking contest. Let's see. There's also a woman named Flannery who has a pet rat named Rooster, and she, I believe, has said that she believes that there's a curse on the fair. Yes. Going on about magic and such. And Flannery might have gotten kidnapped or disappeared or something.
Right. She got pulled away or something.
Yeah.
I mean, when Pearl's back was turned, it's like, somebody snatched her.
Right.
Yeah. And I will pass along the recap duties.
We also met Flannery Bloom, the fool, the jester outside of the maze.
That was Tuesday. Elliot Thompson
is the fool.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. Sorry. Notes are hard. My notes say that he had a blue beard and was a douche canoe. Sorry.
I've not heard that before. No. He was a purple beard, but douche. Okay, no,
a purple beard
before. Oh my gosh, that is that's amazing.
Sorry. And he suggested that I'm forging ahead here. He suggested that the Lady Lancelot who met her untimely demise didn't have any enemies that he knew of, but had lots of lovers, and that we should go and talk to one of her other lovers, whose name escapes me at the moment. What was her name?
It's in the notes, I think.
The sailor?
No, Astrid.
That's right.
I don't think
the other jouster.
Yes. We haven't talked to her yet, but we know of her.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And Sai had a vision or dream of a witch drowning in the lake that they were doing the actual dunking in.
That's right. You had the weird drown vision. And then I had the vision of the warrior. My vision notes: hill with remains of warriors. Please. Oh, I walked up and it said, "Please, dear, don't enter. There was a partially buried ship. Thrown in vision. Dusty wisp of dead command the ship. They are preparing for monstrosity, and I am it." That's my notes.
Wow. Okay, great.
Solid.
You do realize it's like I do send over the thing for you guys to rewatch when you get a chance, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been
But
a wee
it's
bit
more-
busy this last
It's more
couple
fun
of
with
months.
us like filling in weird gaps.
Sure.
Besides, we wouldn't get words like douche canoe that way.
I
True.
know,
True.
that's so true.
I mean, I wrote it down, so it's not going anywhere.
Right. But I mean, I just think it's funny because it's like I feel like I learned so much and then we do so little sometimes. I learned a vocabulary word and there you go. It's like, okay, good. All right.
But I'm so glad to be here for your first experience of that particular combination of words.
Oh, when you guys went over the whole loofah thing down in Florida, I was just like, what? I feel like my eyes were bursting wide open. It's
Welcome.
great. Thanks. Whew. My gosh, the things you learn. Okay. Da, da, da. Oops, that's probably copywritten. Whoops. Anywho, okay. So we're playing A Night to Remember. That is the mystery that we have on tap right now. And yes, one of the play actors who was part of the joust has gotten impaled. Purportedly an accident, but people suspect not so much. So we'll have to see. Yes, and there's been quite a few people that the Mavens have met so far, and they are out and about in this fair, the Vinland Fair. And because of running with so many misses, then we only have one clue: Peter Mugg till death do us part, engraved, and then Mazi had stumbled onto a clue which she has yet to put on the board. Which I get, because I mean, again, it's like, I don't know what else to add, because, yeah.
Just got started.
Just got started, exactly. So, I ask you what you guys want to do. If you want to have like a tiny little bit of downtime to, hold on, I think I was trying to give you guys all conditions. Which sometimes, yes, okay, so you do have conditions. All right, great. So I'm gonna say, yeah. So I'm gonna say if you want, you can go ahead and activate some cozy moves if you want. I mean, like, let's just say time has passed as you are walking around the fair. And let me see.
I feel like there was something we were going to do. I wish I'd written it down at the beginning.
If you don't write it down, it doesn't exist.
I know. There was something I thought we were like, oh, we'll pick up there.
Oh, past us.
Oh, past us.
Dang. And it was a month ago, so there's no chance of remembering that.
Yeah,
it's gone.
Oh, sorry, it was 2 months ago. Because of September.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Couldn't
Well,
think of
let's just assume that you are, let me see. The hedge maze was looked at for definite sure. The dunking witches at Misty's Pond for sure about that. What else?
We haven't. I think somebody visited the Battle Royale ring, right?
I think
was
so.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met the CEO with the
Um,
hawk there.
Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, so we have
so
those
we
things
don't have the
established.
ice cream. We don't have the talent show yet. We got to go shopping, of course, and then
Yes.
the end of it is the boat burning.
Right. So let's just say that, like, you have a few days, and there's things to be done, of course, in the nighttime, because I mean, like, I'm sure there's like some festival lights strung about and such. So if you want to stay a little bit longer and then head back to your, give me a second. Yeah, are we still around Brindlewood Bay? Yep. Okay. Yeah. So even if you want to like head back to your homes for the evening, little old ladies got to get their sleep. I get it. That's perfectly fine. And then come back in the morning, or like, if you want to sneak out during the night, I guess that could happen. Depends on how adventurous you're feeling. And yeah, you can go for whatever you think you want to explore here. And also remember that there is the custom move for this specific mystery called All's Fair in Love and Gore. And so you would participate in any of the festivities at the Vinland Medieval Fair. You would be marking several of these diamonds as you do them. And then when all diamonds are marked, the crown of the Fair Queen is unlocked. It's a crown that is available to be put on by a single maven until the end of the mystery.
We've only, I think, marked one of those.
I believe that is the case.
You feel as though you've been teleported.
Yep.
So
diamonds.
Copy these and copy these. Copy. Paste. Okay.
So,
I feel like after being turned into a monster. So I have a quick question.
Yeah.
The conditions, they just are basically penalties, right? There's no real, I mean, is there like a lot of like more just like flavor or mechanics behind them besides just disadvantage?
There can be, I mean, like, there's things that could affect, but mechanically, I mean, really, it's like it's pretty much for disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know if keeping them would kind of add to the story or if we definitely want to get rid of them because of the disadvantage, basically.
I mean, it always behooves you to remove conditions in only specific circumstances, and I don't remember if it happens in this particular car from Brindlewood game, that that would help if you had conditions.
Okay.
I don't think it's here in this particular game. So yeah. I mean, you can totally like take some downtime if you want at this point. Like say maybe, you all return from the fair because I mean there's still a few more days for it if you want, and then we can like timey-wimey is always a possibility here. We can like flex it, stretch it, compress it, as needed. But for the most part, I mean, like again, you can go home after the end of the day. Or into the evening, as it were, and activate some cozy moves if you so choose. Because, I mean, you all have conditions. You all have at least one condition.
I've got a condition.
I'm a monster. Not a nurse.
Okay.
A nurse.
Yeah, I know. I think Mazi would probably be ready soon after the maze incident to go home. But she'll kind of tag along with you guys until you're also ready.
Well, do we want to all adjourn to my house and I can whip up some quick shortbread or something?
Ooh.
Yes. Yes.
I'm always in favor of snacks.
I mean, who isn't?
Afternoon tea, small cakes.
We can undo these dang corsets. They're so tight.
Should have been a Viking.
I should have. Maybe tomorrow.
So, just remind you, for a cozy move, you want to make sure that it's like 1-to-1 between two of you, and then activating somebody's cozy activity. Yeah. To do it.
So I know you said you're gonna bake.
Yes.
All three of us can partake in it, though.
Oh yeah, partake in it, yes. But I mean, like say,
two people
one
get
of you
the benefits.
Yeah. But like maybe one of you decides to go into the kitchen as Pearl's like preparing the ingredients, or like standing there watching the bake, that sort of thing, and then like do your move or whatever it is, right?
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah. I'll partake, unless
I'll stand out.
what is Harry Potter Falcon? What is that?
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I don't remember. This is terrible. Oh my god, it's like
That's
been
from
so
the
long.
past. Why?
Yes, to me.
Mazi, you have 2 conditions, so I can sit out. I'll be
Yeah,
there,
Okay.
but I'll
marked
just
by
be
Helen was from
quietly.
the last one.
Yeah, but it's still there.
No, I know.
Okay.
Just I never got rid of it because I don't think we did another cozy move or something. So, but yeah, I will go ahead and partake either like helping in the kitchen or
So you can
maybe-
be putting your feet up with a cup of tea
there
or
you go.
whatever while
Yes. Excellent.
Mazi kibitzes as I bake.
I'm a helper. Although I'm probably really bad at helping.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
was gonna say,
trying.
don't.
Is
Yes.
the point.
Well, I mean, like you learned a little something when you were on somehow you were on GBBBO. So you learned a little something, but
Mhm.
yeah.
Did I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll be helping, and I'm pretty good at following directions at least.
Yes.
So if you tell me measure X amount, I can scoop it and give it for you. But I'll probably I think Mazi would normally be really, really chatty, like when
Mhm.
she's helping. But I think tonight I'm kind of quiet. Like you say, like I need, 2 cups of flour. And I'm like, okay. Like really focusing kind of like on it, but also like seeming a little like off.
Right. Mazi, you okay?
I spilled a little flour, but
That's
know.
not what I'm talking about.
did you see anything weird at the fair earlier?
I mean, apart from the person I was talking to getting whisked away or disappearing or something, that was unsettling.
Yeah, there's something off about the fair, is there not?
There,
Like more than
I
normal.
I think there is. I think there is. It's I don't know how to define it, but there's something. Did you see something?
Yeah, see, felt, experienced. It's kind of hard to explain, but when I was in the maze, it almost felt like I was stepping back in time almost to see the Vikings and things, which not gonna lie, that was kind of neat until I don't know, it was almost like out of body experience feeling, except I wasn't myself. I was a monster.
Oh my.
Like a sea monster.
Oof. That sounds
So that was not cool.
strange and distressing.
Little bit. So I'm feeling a little on edge about this place. And I don't know if going back in there's worth investigating further. I don't know how it would tie to what happened to Mendel. It's just a lot.
Yeah. Well, I certainly understand if you don't want to go back into the maze yourself. If
Definitely not
there's
alone.
yeah. If there's stuff to be investigated there, then sire, I can do it.
Yeah. There also was like I know they're pretty good at decorating. We've gone a few times. But this year they really upped it in the maze. The bones did not look resin. So it was that's kind of where I started noticing things were definitely not normal.
Well, I can see why that was an unsettling surroundings for that experience in that case.
Yeah, and to add to boot is like, I'm in the middle of a maze. I gotta then find my way out, mildly panicked and freaked out. It was not my favorite place I've been in lately.
Yes, I can see that. I think
What did you see?
Well, I was talking to
Flannery?
yeah, I was talking to Flannery, and she was telling me that she thinks the place is cursed. I'm starting to think maybe she's right. And then I turned away for just a second, and she was gone. Like somebody had just whisked her away or something.
And she didn't possibly get just like called away and.
I mean, I looked around and I should have been able to see her walking away if she was just walking away.
Yeah. I mean, it
I
was a
suppose
little crowded today, so maybe you just.
maybe she darted behind people and I didn't see her, but
that does seem weird though.
it was odd. Do you think lavender buds in the shortbread or decorating with candied violets? I'm in a floral mood.
Candy. Definitely the candy.
Okay.
What kind of question is that, Pearl? You know.
Well, I was just thinking flowers are flowers, but candied violets it is.
That sounds delicious. Flower.
Okay, so let's take a look at conditions. So, Pearl, the missing.
Yep.
Still missing.
Yeah.
Still missing,
but not condition anymore.
I'm a little
Yeah.
less rattled about it because Mazi has offered a plausible alternative explanation.
Yes.
So I think I'm feeling a little less distressed now.
Okay. And then Mazi.
I'm a monster. I don't want to be a monster.
Okay.
Definitely would probably be feeling better about it, knowing that if we do decide to go back to the maze, I'm not going alone.
Okay.
Or at all, possibly, but definitely not alone.
Okay.
So getting everybody on board to see the monster that hopefully won't be me. Sai, do you want to do a cozy move? Get rid of Harry Potter Falcon? Question mark?
Harry Potter Falcon, perhaps?
Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Since you all have marked off a shadow in the garden,
Oh, that's right. There needs to be something creepy.
yes, during cozy vignettes focused on you, we forgot to do the cozy vignettes. I forgot the cozy vignettes.
Oh,
Or a cozy move scene involving you, you must also narrate how dark entities subtly reveal themselves in the scene.
I know one for me.
Okay.
Go for it.
Ooh.
So as we're talking and I'm like, measuring out things and mixing and stuff and talking about kind of seeing the like that I was the monster, sort of like as I'm describing the scene that I saw and how I was it, my shadow kind of elongates to look like extra, almost like tentacles briefly.
Ooh.
So almost like, I'm the monster,
Yeah.
but I'm not. I'm getting rid of it. Be gone, monster. I don't want to be. I'm not scary.
Alrighty.
And I think for mine, when I open the preheated oven to put the pan of shortbread in, there's a burst of not just the heated metal smell that you expect from an oven, but there's a more charred flesh kind of smell, almost. Just briefly, and then I close the oven and it dissipates.
It's just your burnt nose hairs. It's fine.
Totally normal.
Oh my.
Totally normal. And
Okay.
and my tentacle shadows are it's just stray wisps of hair.
Right. Okay.
Could be. You don't know.
Totally normal.
So while they've been doing that, Cynthia, I'm gonna say that I mean, like maybe you were indulging in your brain can't find it.
Knitting.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Cozy activity.
Yeah. What are you making?
Oh, I am making Stein cozies.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So it's a little basically like you would imagine like a cardboard sleeve, but it's knitted and it has a couple of buttons. so you can button it to fit whatever size stein you're drinking out of at the Ren Fair.
Nice.
And one I've made has a Viking's beard coming off of the bottom of it, and one I've made has little gems knitted into it, like they look kind of like dewdrops or like little sparkly fairy jewels. And one I've made seems to be tentacles from a sea monster.
Why are you like this?
I mean,
Did you realize you were doing that?
no.
Ah, nice.
It's the
Even better.
the pattern's gone a bit hinky. I think it was supposed to be fairy wings.
That's a little hinky.
That's a little hinky. Oh God. Okay.
Well, when you knit in a hurry, you make mistakes.
Mm.
That's what caviar always says.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyway, you get some of this stuff done, and maybe this is where you realize like the fun tentacle thing that you made as like Pearl and Mazi come back into the room or what have you. Who wants to have a scene with Sai?
That would make sense for Mazi since she's got another condition.
Sure. Alright.
Sure.
So maybe like, maybe Pearl, like, after you guys
I'm
have your
still-
snack. Yeah.
Mazi, come sit next to me. Help me with this.
Okay. And bringing over cookies, maybe some beverages.
I seem to have really messed up my fairy cozy stein pattern.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna rip it out, and I need you to roll up the yarn as I rip it out so that it doesn't get tangled. And for
okay.
heaven's sakes, don't get crumbs in it. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Grab a lint roller off the shelf. I was just helping in the kitchen.
Uh-huh. I know.
Uh-huh,
I
uh-huh.
know it. I know it. Here. Take this, take this, take this, take this, take this.
I imagine I'm covered in like a pile of yarn that you just like threw at me.
And it's all like curly and
Mhm.
unknit. Yeah.
Yep. So
Just
start trying to
Mazi's
wind
eyes
it.
sticking out from a giant like mountain of yarn.
Mhm. Yeah. So I'll start winding up and be like, so Pearl and I were talking about the fair, and we're in agreement that something's off.
Hmm.
How about you?
I had a really nasty dream when I fell asleep by the lake where they were doing the
Dunking.
Yes, the dunking.
Because we did it last year.
Did we do it last year?
Well, hold on. I don't remember. Did we do it this year or did we do it last year?
Someone did it this year.
Oh, then I think we did it this year. Maybe we couldn't convince ourselves to do it last year.
Maybe.
I got talked into it this year, I believe.
Okay. I couldn't remember if that was like a last year or this year or yesterday or whatever. Yeah.
I love how you can't tell if this is an in character or out of character discussion right now.
No, it's not. Who knows? It's been a long day. I got lost in the maze, okay?
Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I thought the weather was nice, but maybe it was too hot for me.
Maybe. Well, it is warmer when you're wearing all the fur.
That's true. The Viking outfit. Maybe I won't wear that tomorrow when we go. Are we still going tomorrow?
I was planning on it. I mean, we got to look into further Mendel.
That's true.
If we were still interested in that, I would like to figure that one out. Definitely.
Yes, I feel as though we should, for sure. That's definitely too many unanswered questions to just leave it.
What was your dream?
Oh, it was unusual and upsetting. I think it was almost like stepping back in time. Do you know, is there a lot of history around that particular area of Brindlewood Bay?
So when you say like stepping back in time, I'm imagining I'm like sorting it and trying to get almost look like I'm doing like the like cat's cradle thing, like trying to like span it out, and I pause and I'm like, stepping back in time.
Yeah.
It's kind of on brand with how Pearl and I felt. But there's a lot of history. It was like a Viking burial ground, and I think there was like, let me look back at my notes again to double check so I don't say it wrong. I think there was some like gunfights. There's like some history maybe of like what's like the Salem witch trial type. Like it's
Yes.
This whole area has a lot of that going on.
Yes. Watch it. Those two yarns they're not the same. One is violet and one is off violet. Make sure you don't get them mixed. Yes, it was definitely of that time period. I felt so absolutely just hopeless and like white hot anger.
Oof. That doesn't sound fun.
Well, no, it wasn't fun. That's why it's called a nightmare.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, but like, what was happening?
Something about drowning in the lake. I don't remember exactly. I just remember feeling upset. And like I was there. It was uncanny. It was uncanny. It was like I was there.
Was it almost like, do you remember that old movie? The Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and they say like if she floats, she's like a duck, but if she sinks, she's a witch. Something like that. It was it like along those lines. They were trying to see if she was a witch.
She turned me into a newt.
Yeah, she turned me into a newt. I got better. But there was something about floating and witches and ducks and bread.
Is that historically accurate?
Oh, I don't know. But you said there was drowning in the lake, and we were talking about how the whole area has like possibly witch trial history. So I don't know how accurate that is. I definitely did not pass history classes.
It's shocking. Quite shocking.
I didn't even attend most of them.
Oh, you rascal.
I had better things to do. Like weed.
Oh my god!
I feel like I'm like saying that like as I'm sorting the threads.
And I think that's where we're going to cut and then take a look. Sorry, I'm trying to add more
hydrate.
Water. Hydrate, yeah,
hydrate.
So
it's like, where's the mute button? Get me off mute.
My god,
Make it
descends. No. Nothing beats so far my Apocalypse Keys game from last night. Holy crap! They want to end the world. They all want to turn. They all want to turn into the big bad, and it's going to be great. It's going to be hysterical to see who gets there first. Anyway, okay. So, my little old ladies, what do you think? Sai, do you think? I mean, did you?
It was comforting to say it out loud, to speak it. It seems to have taken some of the power away.
Yeah. I mean, it was
even
just
though
a
we
nightmare.
have no idea what it was.
Yeah, it was just a nightmare.
Harry Potter
It was
Falcon.
just a nightmare.
Just a nightmare. Exactly.
The Falcon attacked Caviar. Is that what that was?
Yeah.
That's right.
That does sound right.
See, my memory's coming back to me.
But then that's also
some cookies.
Yeah. But
Clearly.
that's also clearly nightmarish for Sai. So
yeah.
And then Mazi, marked by Helen.
I don't even know how that. I know it's because I said something snarky to her, I think.
Yeah.
At the one. So I don't. I don't think
you're just really focused on the here and now, and that's all irrelevant.
Yeah. Forget Helen.
Yeah, exactly. Helen who? Exactly. That's all you need. That's all you need.
All right.
Yeah,
Helen
that's
who?
fine.
Got it.
That's your new condition.
It's my new motto. Helen who?
Helen who?
Actually, that sounds more like something that Sai would do. It's like, Helen who?
Sure, I don't know her.
Exactly.
Whoa, what is this kraken you drew up here?
What?
on the map.
Oh gosh, I hadn't scrolled
I
up.
was zoomed in like down on the maze and
Me
like other
too.
areas.
Yeah, I hadn't scrolled to see the heart eyes cracking.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing. That is
They're
freaking
so
amazing.
cute. I'm not a monster.
Well, they can they can say it, and we're totally gonna believe them. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alrighty. So everybody's like condition free at the moment, so that's cool. Let's see.
Oh,
Yeah.
we got the crown things, the shadows.
Oh yeah, the two of you should do the creepy things from your
Yes.
chat.
Like what have you noticed like subtly be, showing darkly in the background as you talk. And it doesn't even have to be something that the mavens see necessarily. It could be something that you're narrating third person, like, as they
I have
talk.
an idea then.
Okay.
So I've been, winding up the various balls of yarn or whatever and kind of setting them off to the side as I finish them. And as I set the one down, this is probably one we wouldn't notice, but I set it down and maybe like the camera kind of like pans out just enough so you can see it. And it's actually shaped like the way I was holding it, it looks like a skull.
Nice.
Like there's finger indentions to make it look like a face.
Yeah.
I like spooky.
Well, how am I supposed to follow that?
Sorry. We'll buy it.
Gosh, I can't think of anything.
I mean, that's fine.
Well, you have
Something spooky happened.
What are your two other mug koozie things? One's a
Ooh.
beard.
One's a
and
Viking's
One's
beard, and the other is jewelry, like fairy jewels that look like raindrops, dewdrops.
I was gonna say, what if temporarily, like off to the side, kind of at the same time, even that I set the skull down, maybe you see Pearl kind of moving around in the background, and like as her shadow passes across it, all the gems turn like blood red.
Ooh.
Just for a
I
brief
like
second.
it.
Freaky. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're in charge of my spooky stuff.
Yes. I love spooky stuff.
Okay. And I feel terrible, but I mean, like, I feel like it's kind of like one of those situations where a lot happens in the beginning, and then they get to the credits montage in the beginning. So if you want, yeah, exactly. If you want to do cozy vignettes now or wait until after a break, then we can totally do them. More opportunities to kind of like, establish how the mavens are maybe, I don't know, getting ready for bed or getting ready for the next morning. Like what are they going to wear the same costumes? Are they going to get ready in a different way? What's happening as they prepare for the next day of the fair?
I know what I'm gonna do for mine, but we can do it either before or after a break.
Do you want to do
Depending
break
on what
first,
you guys
or do you want to do the vignettes first?
Break first.
That's fine. All right, so let's make it a 10-minute break. We're back at the 3 mark, okay, past the hour, and I will see you guys in 10.
Okey-doke.
So our little theme song goes, da 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 da. And then we roll into our cozy vignettes, kind of like that weird way that some shows, like, do a lot in the beginning and then they go into the opening credits, like somewhere in the middle. So weird, but that's what we're doing. And again, just remember, because of your Shadow in the Garden crown already marked, that you need to include subtle signs of the darkness that is creeping along in Brindlewood Bay. Alrighty, so yeah, go for it.
I can go first since I actually know what I'm going to do. So kind of, I imagine it pans across sort of the fair setup. It's like early morning, people are starting to trickle in to like the vendors. And then maybe it like zooms in and Mazi's, I'm in my room and I've got like my closet doors flung open and I'm like looking through all my different outfits and I'm like, well, I did the steampunk yesterday. And, I'm like pulling out, Viking and fairy godmother and the, all the variety that we have. And I imagine as I pull out maybe sort of a kind of a winchy, like you get your just like the plain dress, not patterned or anything, just a solid color with like a corset, a couple belts and stuff. And I'm pulling some of those out and throwing them on the bed. And maybe I lay it out to look at it. And I'm like humming to myself and stuff. It kind of pans back so you can see the outfit. And then like you see the corner of the closet. One of the outfits looks like it's actually like a long, maybe like a dark dress or something. But as I'm moving around, you see some of the clothes kind of wave from the wind and stuff, and it actually looks like almost like the tentacles like rising up and like writhing around for a brief second. I don't notice it because I'm like, do I want the black belt? Do I want the brown belt? Do I want both belts? Yeah, both belts, more belts. I'm going all out. And and then it kind of just pans out and goes out the window to whoever's next.
Well, maybe we go to Pearl's next, and similarly, we see that she is getting ready for her day. She's wearing a fluffy, sort of dark purple bathrobe. Looks very floofy and fuzzy and cozy. And shuffling around in fuzzy slippers as well. But she's clearly much less interested in changing things up because she's pulling out her fairy godmother outfit again, or rather it's hanging where she hung it last night. She's brushing it off and making sure there aren't bits of grass or mud stuck to the hem or anything, as tends to happen at events like this. And as she is fussing over it and checking the details, the camera catches the corner of her window, and there's a good bit of sun already, though it is early. But the branches, the window has a sheer curtain on it, and so we don't see exactly what sort of branches there are outside the window, except they almost seem to look like a hand reaching. And then they're just branches again.
Okay, Sai's turn. This morning, Sai is in her room and she's already showered and dried and in her silk robe. And this morning, instead of a Viking, she's going a little bit more light, a little bit more airy, sort of a Galadriel, like a high elf with the long hair, wig, of course, and the silver crown and the long flowy robes and the belt around the middle. And for the spooky spook, I think the thing that's going to happen is while her silver crown is resting in front of the mirror on her dressing table, the camera can see that the what looks like delicately carved hands holding each other, sort of like an Irish, what is this called? Anybody? Yeah. They begin to clinch tighter and tighter and tighter, and you can see nails starting to dig into each other like this. And then Sai turns around and picks it up, and everything's normal again. And she sets it on her head. Caviar doesn't like it.
Caviar's a smart cat.
He is a smart cat. Much smarter
We all
than
need a caviar.
We should all listen to Caviar.
we should.
When
Nobody
he doesn't like
listens to
something, we
Caviar.
should just nope out.
I still
Amazing.
have the Caviar carrier, by the way, the cat bubble backpack.
Oh my god!
Going right on the back.
Cat bubble backpack.
Cat bubble backpack.
Oh my god! I love that image. Okay, hold on. Stars. Cat bubble a backpack. You all are on your way back to the fair. Is there anything in particular each one of you would like to do now that you're back here? And also to remember that, let me see.
I vote ice cream chow down in the royal food court.
Right.
I think I would definitely want to try to talk to Astrid.
Okay.
I think it's one of our leads we have.
Yeah.
Sure. Astrid would be found over at the let me see, what is it? The battle
Burning or the battle royale.
The battle royale, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would be my recommendation, and as something to do today.
Okay.
And I am definitely in a window shopping mood.
I mean, I'm always in a window shopping mood, especially at a red fair. You're muted.
Window shopping.
Shopping.
Okay. And then Sai, where are you gonna go?
I suppose since none of you could hear me, you don't know.
The ice cream?
The ice cream. The
Okay,
ice cream.
you said that before you muted.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the ice cream place.
Okay, good. We caught it, but we just didn't know we caught it. All right, great. All right,
Catching
cool.
up.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if that actually made it onto the map. Let me see. Battle Royale, I think, did.
Mm-hmm.
Window shopping and the ice cream place did not, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I don't believe so.
All right. So let's go window shopping first.
Okay.
So, window shopping and crafting and the magic market. Flower crown weaving workshops, perfumers, oracular experts, and haberdashers hawk their wares and services, beckoning in a bustling bazaar of bite-sized boutiques. And you're welcome to put this, paint the scene into the Brindlewood Bay. Paint the scene. If you could transform into someone entirely different, who would you be? Looking around the market, how do you think shopping here would help you get there?
Ooh.
Yeah. Magic market.
I'll go first.
Okay.
There's definitely a stall of ears.
Yes.
Fairy ears, troll ears, elf ears, pointy ones, round ones, ones that hang down, ones that stick up, some that are pre-pierced, and delicate little bottles of glue lined up, sparkling in the morning light, and a very adorable little troll lady selling all of the ears. She's got her troll ears on, and she's got one tooth sticking out like this. And she says, "Come, come, get your ears. You don't have to lend me an ear. I have a wall of them here. Please, find, browse, select." And Sai is definitely interested in a pair of ears to complete her look for the day. And so she pays her pittance and goes and sits in the troll's chair, and she expertly, delicately applies the ears to Sai for the day.
Nice. Okay, and that's before ice cream, because I mean, like ice
That's
cream, it's like
before
not
ice
quite.
cream.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Okay.
This is shopping.
Okay. Now, are you going with Pearl, or are you guys separate?
I think we all want to do this shopping.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
I
fine.
feel like we did, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
paint the scene is for everyone anyway.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
mean, like, you know, you're perfectly
I'll mosey
able
over
to
to
go.
ice cream after I get my ears on.
Okay. All right. So Sai gets ears. Yeah, and they truly are hawking their wares. I mean, like, you know, their little stalls are, you know, nothing more than like an awning with like a, you know, like a decent wood structure, and like maybe like poles like in the front, and then like, you know, of course, like canopies and boards in the back to be able to, like, you know, show off their products.
Counters and shelves to show the wares.
So like there's like, you know, very makeshift counters just to like be able to do the flat stuff or to house however they're doing the payment method. Yeah. So yeah, what do you two find here? If you could be someone entirely different.
Got a couple of different ideas. If you want to go first.
Okay. Well, Pearl, though she doesn't mention it much, has always wished she was taller. I mean, these days being a little old lady is, you know, helps her shtick, her image, whatever, but she's always thought it would be fun to be more dramatic and imposing. And there is a place that is selling not merely boots, not merely high boots, but hoof boots. Have you seen these? They actually have a hoof under the front of the foot, and you're sort of counterbalanced so there's no spike heel at the back.
Yeah, they're like heavy up front, so you can.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And
they're
so,
weird.
yeah.
They're wild.
Oh, you know what? I have seen them. Yeah, I just don't understand how they work. That's the thing that just that makes me puzzled.
Pearl pauses to linger and look at them for a bit, and the stallkeeper focuses in on this. And Pearl, of course, knows she's being targeted with a expert sales pitch, but she's happy to go along with it because this looks like fun, and you know she can afford some new footwear.
Yeah.
So,
like I'm gonna say, like, you know, let's get to Mazi first. Like, you know, like to which stall attracts Mazi, because I want to come back to you, Pearl, because there's somebody specific that you will be able to meet here.
okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So Mazi, what attracts you to become someone else, and how will they help you get there?
All right. So I think what Mazi sees is, you know, for all of us who've been to the Ren fairs, we know that there's always your stalls with you have your corsets and dresses, you have your pantaloons, you've got your jewelries, and then I know the ones here, there's always the SCA area where you have your typical like blacksmithers, and you've got, you know, your people who are actually cooking potatoes over a fire. And one of the particular SCA groups is a forging and blacksmithing group, and they actually have kind of adjacent to them is their stall, where you can actually get custom armor and or weaponry made that they'll kind of like, they've got kind of like rough starts of everything, and then you can go in and kind of pick out like, I want this hammerhead on that, you know, that handle, and they'll kind of put it together for you. And you know you want your Gimli hammer or your Gimli axe, they'll finish it off right there for you, you know, for a price. But you get to watch them actually like forge the last details and things into it, so you get to feel like you're there.
I'm looking at some.
I know what I'm ordering from there already for our third day of the fair.
Okay. Alrighty. I'm just looking at those boots in the chat, and I'm like, what?
They're
amazing.
Mind-boggling.
Yeah, I don't get it, but okay. Anyway, so what are you getting specifically here? Like, what is Mazi putting together? Interesting.
So Mazi has most of the pieces of a costume ready for the next day, but she is missing her weapon. And her weapon for this particular outfit is something that has to be custom made. And so she goes up, and she's been saving up for, you know, the last year, like since she had the idea. And I'm actually going to be having them make me a full-sized war pick. So it's like got like a hooked, you know, pick on the front end with almost like a warhammer side on the back, with like some Celtic runes and such on it. So, and she's just like like drooling watching it be finished up.
Amazing. All right, hold on a second. There's something I want to check. Because, oh man,
What you looking at?
did you guys just visit the battle royale, or did you actually do something in the battle royale?
I don't think we did
I'm on
anything
mute
there.
again. Add one to the counter. I visited it. I just
Yeah.
visited. I
Okay.
didn't
Didn't do anything. Okay.
participate in anything there. I
I'm
met
sorry?
the CEO. I met the CEO.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh, that's right. Because, like, like her falcon had eyes. Boy, predatory eyes on caviar. That's right. Okay. So, yeah, something fun can happen in the battle royale. So, not that I'm saying you can use your weapon there, but I mean, like, something can happen.
I'm
Something interesting
purchasing
can
it
happen.
today for my outfit tomorrow,
Right,
but
right.
if a need arises, it's slung over my shoulder.
No, I mean, like, not
I'm a winch with a battle hammer today, or a war pick today.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, like not to that extent, no. So it can wait until tomorrow. But yeah,
Awesome. I get to
right.
beat somebody up.
Go to ice cream. Just making sure I'm gonna round back out to Psy. Okay. So let me deal with Pearl first because it's like over at the the boot place, the yeah, over at the boot and well shod place, let's call it that. Yeah, I think you end up meeting somebody who you've seen in previous years here, and now she is in the garb of somebody with like the court colors and the court stitching. And I think perhaps you recognize the Triskellies, the pattern of interlocking spirals featured in antiquity and Celtic traditions and such. Um, and then, yeah, it's someone who's using a powered wheelchair, and like the hair is very plaited, like because I like again, like you've seen these patterns that they've worn before, and their back is to you as they're putting things like up on the shelves, or like out in the open, and like just trying to make sure that things aren't like out of order and such. And I think when they kind of back up and then turn in their wheelchair, I think you recognize Kai Wex. um, they perform usually as Morgan Le Fay
Hmm.
here at the fair. Yep.
Oh, hello. Oh, one question before the conversation. Has Kai been in the wheelchair in the past when I've seen them?
I don't know exactly. I don't think so. I think something might have happened. Um, yeah, this is a powered wheelchair, so I feel like, it's like something that, not necessarily um, built up from a lot of from endured use. um, but yeah, kind of like putting things out and just kind of like helping out here in this stall. I think you might have seen them as like a former fair queen,
Hmm.
like that title that people are vying for every year, like when they do different activities around the fair. But yeah, so former fair queen, but performs now as Morgan Le Fay. Yeah. Hi, can I help you?
I was just looking at these gorgeous boots
Mm.
and decided, might treat myself to some new footwear.
I mean, they're pretty unique, aren't they? I mean, like
They are.
and he like will pull like one of them out to like show you the craftsmanship of it, like in the shape, and then it's like it takes a little bit of getting used to, as I imagine. I mean, like some people like look at this and go, how's that even possible? Looks like it could defy gravity.
I think I can probably manage. I've done plenty of walking and dancing in pretty high heels, So I think I can probably figure it out.
What size do you need?
Oh, 7.
Ah, okay. Let me go ahead and grab that for you. Wheels away just like, slightly over to one of the walls. And then we'll pull out a box that is labeled size 7 on it. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, like, give that a shot. And then he motions to a bench that's nearby that you can, like, sit down on and then, like, switch out your shoes and then give them a shot.
Yeah.
Trying them on.
So, sitting down, taking off the much more dainty and understated slippers that I was wearing.
Your bibbity bobbity boo is like gonna be
Yeah.
changed like a lot.
Yeah. And pulling these on and lacing them up and up and up and up. And snug. Okay. Sitting down, they feel good.
All right, now be careful. I mean, like, do you want me to like kind of like
Oh, thank
give
you.
you a hand? Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Just okay. Now, like, go. Remember, like, lean forward on it, and then, like, hoist yourself up. All right. So, yeah, he holds his hand out for you to just kind of grab and like get some steadiness on.
I am accepting the stabilization.
Yeah.
And standing up and.
All right. Here's the test. Give a little walksy up and down if you can.
Yeah. Taking it slow, taking it careful, but yeah. Yeah, this is a thing I can do. It's been a long time since I did much strutting in heels, but some of the mechanics are familiar. And very much not the way Pearl has been presenting herself lately.
You look actually like a different person.
I will
like
say
changed your stature a bit.
Yeah. Well, I always did like heels for that, and then I just got out of the habit of wearing them, and ooh, I like this.
Okay. Well, and then he names the price, and it's like, if you pay him, then like, he'll process your card or your cash or whatever the heck it is, and then like, yeah, enjoy. I mean,
Thank you. I will. And are you going to be performing this year, or are you just over here, or?
definitely, definitely. I used to be a different part, but as I told them, I said, you get tired of playing the victim all the time, like the damsel in distress.
Absolutely.
And he kind of leans in a little conspiratorially and then looks down at the shoes and back up at you. No, the funnest parts to play, of course, are the villains. They have the best lines.
Always. And usually the best wardrobe.
Ah, yes. And then he kind of like, just gestures at himself because he's like, he's going to be performing later. And it's like, as you can see, this is quite splendid.
Indeed, indeed. All that lovely trim and embroidery, and yes.
Yeah. And the hair is real. So, I mean, like, his hair is done like kind of like the elfish braid thing, like maybe 2 braids down the front and like on either side, and then like a braid tie in the back, like going down the middle of his hair, and his hair goes down halfway down his back. And I mean, like he if you saw him from afar, if you saw them from afar, like you wouldn't be sure. Like, you'd think, no, like wearing what they're wearing, it's like, definitely attractive and like, femme presenting, but no, I mean, like, looks really good even up close too. So well, I mean, enjoy the boots. I mean, like,
Thank
they
you.
look great.
I
You're gonna be
will.
covering up with those robes of yours?
Well, I'm thinking I may need a whole change of wardrobe. I'm thinking I may visit a few other stalls and see what I can find that goes better with this.
I mean, worst comes to worst, homegrown is sometimes best. I mean, you can always knot up the one side and then like, hitch it up so this way people can see the boots.
True.
And the decent legs.
Well,
You
thank
know, like
you.
kind of like gives you an appraising look. Um, yeah. So I don't know if you want to continue speaking with him to get more information, or if you want to look around, in which case you could use a different stat for that.
Let's see. I think I would like to chat a little more.
Okay.
Um and and try to find out what I'm just catching up on the images in the chat anyway.
Oh
Uh
no. I haven't been looking. Hold on. Let me see. Oh no. Oh, what the heck? 16. Oh
yeah,
my god.
there has been much discussion of strutting in boots. Um
Oh my god. Holy crap.
but yeah, I want to find out sort of how Kai's feeling about this year's show and of course that awful tragedy.
Go ahead and roll presence, please.
Okay?
Sorry. Meddling move presence. You're mentioning Mendel.
Yeah. Oof,
And what
only
and
a 6.
oh
Ugh, that's
god.
terrible. No, I'm gonna have to do something about that.
Mark a crown.
Yeah, I think
Queen or void.
I'm gonna mark a queen crown. Um,
You can choose to do it now or you can wait.
yeah, I'll do it later, but I know
Okay.
which one I'm gonna do.
Okay,
So,
great. Yeah, just make a notation somehow that you still need to do it. Okay.
yep.
And yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be looking down at his hands. And yeah. That was devastating.
I'm sure.
That was yeah, they we went out. We went out together and I mean, even right now, I mean, it seems ridiculous, but I can't believe that they're gone.
Yeah. Well, when it's sudden like that, it's hard to process.
Yeah, I mean, there's been precautions taken. I mean, like, you know, they wouldn't do the jousting just willy-nilly and unsafe.
Of
You know,
course.
I mean, they're supposed to be breakaway, you know, and it's actually more of a spectacle when they do, because then it's just like, you know, you see some of these pieces around but there's foam underneath and stuff. It's like, so it's not supposed to hurt, or it's not supposed to do what it did.
Yeah.
So you're jacking it up to 7 to 9?
Yep.
Okay. What else do you ask or kind of talk with Kai about?
From everything I've been told, it seems like Mendel was just kind of the heart of this place. So many people seem to have such fond memories, but I know that can be sort of the rose-colored glasses. You know, people don't want to speak ill, but was she really that? She was really that wonderful, that much of a loss to the whole community, so to speak. And how can you carry on? I mean, how can the shows just adjust without somebody that central?
I mean, when it comes right down to it, it all comes down to training, really. It comes down to having the expertise to ride, to joust, you know, like knowing how to use the equipment and, you know, where things will break away, right? I mean, it's kind of like any other actor where, you know, you get to know the equipment. It's like, you know, you've got somebody like working with safety and everything, and like, you know, they could have sworn that everything checked out, everything was fine. But I mean, I will say this. And this will be a clue. Give me a second. I gotta roll back to that. I will say this. Astrid Santos, the winner of the joust who Mendel went against, she was awarded a Gjarlhorn Viking battle horn on which their name was already etched. I mean, just for the fact that Astrid won, but I mean, I don't know if it's a taking turns kind of thing, or if they randomized it in some way, you know, who got to win the particular battle. But I mean, if anything, I mean, you know, Lancelot, right? I mean, like Mendel was playing Lancelot, so why would Astrid's character be the one to win? Unless it was, I don't know. I don't know exactly how that particular part works, to be honest. But I just thought that was really weird.
That does seem surprising.
Yeah. And I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if I ever saw. Yeah, I put the full clue into the
Oh, thank you.
clue list. Yeah. But I'm trying to remember whether even if Mendel got her own horn too. And I don't remember if she did. Especially with her name on it. That would be something that you want to display, right? I mean, yeah.
I certainly would.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's weird. You may want to talk to Astrid and see what she thinks. I mean, I'm definitely gonna miss Mendel for sure. She was fun. She was, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm so sorry for your loss, personally and for the whole troop.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you'll miss her on a personal level. I mean, like troop wise, they may just, I mean, once it's appropriate, then they're gonna just get somebody else in, you know,
Recast and move on.
Yeah, it's shitty, but there it is. So
show must go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You enjoy your shoes. I'm so sorry to bring you down.
Thank you. Oh no, not at all, not at all. And you have a good day. I look forward to seeing you perform.
Oh, don't worry. You will. I mean, if anything, it's like you've got to come and watch me vamp and totally
absolutely
make a mess of everyone's lives.
Very good. Very good.
Absolutely. Let's go over to I'm gonna go over to Sai with the ice cream for half a mo. So we
ice cream.
Yeah, we cut over to Sai over at the locations at the ice cream chowdown in the Royal Food Court. So, contestants gather their gullets, stealing themselves. A jester in stilts tosses bowls to seated attendees who wish to dig into the competition. Sherbet is also available. The reward, a goat named Sir Harry, currently munching on dry grass nearby with a contented expression. Paint the scene here. Both amateurs and veterans of the competition are preparing for the dairy debacle. Detail one attendee. Do you think they will last to the end, or will they wilt early?
I got an idea.
Go ahead.
All right. So I imagine there's a table, there's all the various attendees, and there is a gentleman on the shorter side, and he's dressed up as Gimli. And he's like cracking jokes about like how he's going to take on the most ice cream, similar to how, you know, Gimli was going to take out all the orcs. Big Lord of the Rings fan, obviously. And he's like getting ready. I don't think he's going to last very long though, because he has armor on his arms that are going to make it difficult to like, you know, actually eat and things. Plus he's got a big bushy beard that is going to be a mess. God. A hot, sticky mess. But he's amped. He is ready to go. He's ready to take on Mordor.
He's probably trash talking everybody else.
Oh yeah,
here,
he's
too.
trash talking and everything.
Nice.
I'm gonna eat you under the table and things like that.
Okay. Who else? Who else is here?
There's a young couple, probably teenagers, maybe college, in civilian clothes, so to speak. They're not dressed up for the fair. But the vibe between the two of them is that this probably was intended to be a romantic day, but it's not going super well. And because he is poo-pooing the idea of female contestants in this contest. He's all, can't eat as much as a guy like me can. And his date is just looking at him and saying, "Oh, really?" She looks like she's probably an athlete. And she just says, "Okay, let's both join." He's surprised, unsure, but obviously this isn't a threat to him or anything. Yeah, he's gonna have a hard awakening.
Can he secretly be lactose intolerant and
Yes!
not know?
Yes, that's what I was for.
Gets one bowl in and goes, "Oh,
Oh, mistakes are made. This isn't lactose free. I didn't bring my lactate.
And even that doesn't help.
Not with this amount.
No, not with this amount. So
I can tough it out. Oh, I can't."
Yep. I want to say that, I bet you she wins. Or if not, she's like runner up or something like that. Because I can totally picture that. And then she's looking over at him, groaning and clutching his stomach on. She's holding up whatever, the trophy. Oh man. Oh, then the goat, Sir Harry. Oh my God, that's great. And Sai.
Okay, in the crowd, there is a competitor who looks like a young boy of about probably 10 or 11 years old. And he has on a pair of glasses that are just enormous, both in thickness and in size. And his eyes seem so small behind them. And he is wearing a t-shirt that says, Mill Valley Food Champion 2023, and he's got several pins pinned to his shirt that show that he has not one, not two, but 3 competitions, food eating competitions under his belt. And you can just overhear a conversation that he's having with someone else in the crowd where he's detailing the fact that he's never been in an ice cream eating competition before, but he's looking to expand his repertoire because he's done hot dog eating competitions and he's done sub sandwich eating competitions. And once he ate a 32-ounce steak. So yeah, he's feeling pretty good today.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, and I forgot the most important part. He's got paper napkins stuffed into the neck of his t-shirt that are they
He's
look
smart.
like a Shakespearean
Yeah.
collar.
Rough. Right. He's smart.
Yeah.
That's so damn smart.
Yeah.
So you are here in the ice cream chow down, the food court obviously has a bunch of stuff that you can eat, but there's little samples of maybe the ice cream that of the ice cream that the company who's providing the chow down stuff makes, aside from the from the chow down contest. So you're able to get little samplers of whatever wackadoodle flavor that they have, or specialty, or even just the plain chocolate or whatever that they hand mix themselves and such.
I need flavor puns.
So, yeah, I mean, what are you doing here? Are you looking around, indulging your sweet tooth, and talking with anybody, or looking around and just kind of settling in and then seeing what you see?
I definitely am going for the sort of sit back and observe.
Hmm.
I'm definitely here to watch the competition, but I know that we're also here on a mission. I'm looking for people who might be of interest to keep an eye on.
Sure.
And I've got a little, what are those called? Like a 3 of 5 sample.
Yes.
They do
It's a
them for
platter. Like
weird
it's like a
beers
little
or
Flight, a
whiskey.
flight.
A flight. I've got a
a
flight
flight. There you go. Oh my God, yes.
of
Yes.
different ice cream flavors.
It's like they're shot glass sized. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah,
With the
yeah, yeah.
little teeny weeny spoon. Oh yeah.
The little,
So
yep, boop, sample
so
spoon
funny.
size. Yeah, for sure.
I think yeah, there's a like as they're gearing up for the actual contestants themselves and people are kind of like filing in to either watch or to actually like sit at some of the outer benches to have the samplers. I think you recognize coming in there's a fella kind of beefy, relatively big. I mean, definitely the guns are definitely built, probably the shoulders as well, and he's seems to be hardworking of many years. He's got a stained smock, and as he passes your table, you totally get a whiff of like more than enough weed, just in the whiff. And he has a very unique tattoo. It's not all over his face, but I mean it's kind of subtle where it's kind of like like in the curve of his chin. There's like a butterfly whose wings are like kind of like half on his face, maybe partially on his neck, but these wings of the butterfly are a flame. That's the face tattoo that he's got.
Bold choice.
Yeah. I think he grabs a flight and then he will look around, but I mean it's getting pretty crowded in here and I think the only good seat is probably the one across from you. Can I can I stay here?
Of course, yeah. Yes, of course.
Thanks. And then he'll kind of do that man hauling of one leg over the other and then sit on the bench across from you and start like tasting these things kind of like one big fat scoop and then roiling it in his mouth and then kind of contemplating it. It's like, this is pretty good.
It's absolutely why I came today. Do you have a favorite flavor?
Oh yeah, I mean you see this one and he points to the orangey yellow one. It's like they uh they snuck in a bit of sweet and savory, which is what I really like. And it's it's the hold on, let me think of something absurd. It's the curry honey ice cream.
Curry honey.
Yeah. They add like a tiny bit of turmeric to give it a kick, but then there's still that sweetness in there, and then it's just kind of offsets each other. Um, and it's refreshing after having like you know cut up all the meat for the feasts. Oh man.
Oh, you work here then?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's kind of leaning on the table as he kind of scoops more of the sampler into his mouth. It's yeah, I'm a chef here. Z. You can call me Z.
Absolutely elegant to meet you, Z. My name is Cynthia Swift.
Oh, nice to meet you, Miss Swift. Miss
Ms.
Ms. Sorry. Um, kind of. We just kind of refer to each other by our last names around here. Sorry. So if I call you Swift, sorry.
That's all right. It's not inaccurate.
Yeah. No, I mean, in a way, I'm kind of glad that it's terrible to say. It's terrible to say that I kind of glad that stuff happened. Not that she's not no 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 not that she's dead, Mendel, and but I mean it's kind of like slowed down the pace of things a little bit, as like I guess people are worried, and he just kind of like looks into his ice cream as he's thinking, and yeah, why don't you roll me a meddling move? Tell me if you're like wheedling stuff out of him, or if you're just kind of like
I'm
there to
wheedling as
listen.
heck right now.
Huh?
I said I'm wheedling as heck right now. Is
Okay.
it 2d6?
2d6
Three.
plus your presence, I believe. Yeah.
+1.
Okay.
And just add everything up.
Yep.
It's a 10.
Got a 10. And he starts like looking down at his hands, and he starts looking at his his ice cream. And he says, he kind of murmurs, like half to himself and partially to you. Yeah, Mendel was a devil of a horse girl. She'd been tempting the Reaper for years. Right out of the frying pan, with a broken foot and then into the oven. Trick riding again. I mean, that girl would not quit. She's always had to do something adventurous and test her limits, she said, and make the performance better. But they don't need that when you're just jousting. I mean, you hold on to the pole and you go bash into each other and stuff. But I mean, again, it's supposed to be breakaway. I mean, it's tragedy.
Indeed. I know quite a bit about testing the limits of one's ability in their youth. I was lucky enough to survive. Not everybody is. There must be a huge move from the top down to be, like you said, slowing things down and being more safe. I had a chance to meet with to be introduced to Dakota yesterday, and she seemed to be an interesting personality.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got that big bird of hers, I guess. Yeah, you can call that interesting, sure.
Caviar and that bird did not get along.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? I mean, like I'm of the personal belief that cats are the smartest creature on the earth.
Oh, we are going to be friends.
And he's got this really beautiful smile coming out of this tanned and rough face and such. And he's like, and I will say, I mean, like, right after cats, horses,
Do
So
you have much of a chance to work with the horses?
I didn't, but I mean, like, some of the handlers were telling me that, and this is your clue, some of the handlers were saying how that the horses, when they were trying to get them ready for the jousting, even for like some of the, not the trick stuff, what is it, like the parades that we would have like in the beginning of the day, like some of these horses would be spooked, or they would, what's the word, be restless, or what the hell do they do? I don't know the old terms. Anyway, like, like the handlers would tell me like how they would kind of like paw with their hooves and stuff like at the ground when Dakota was around. Now, I mean, I get it. That woman's not exactly the most friendly, to be honest. And that bird scares the shit out of me. So, it's not a surprise that the horses are like, fucking acting spooked, to be honest.
And they're quite intelligent creatures. I would trust their judgment on someone's personality.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you can avoid being looked straight in the face by that damn bird, I mean, like, you're golden, but and then like by this time, like, he's been shoveling it in his face, while he's been talking, and yeah, like all the bless you, all the flight is gone of the ice cream sample, and so it's like, oh, looks like I'm done. Like, breaks don't last very long, so I better get going. It was nice meeting you, Miss Swift.
It was nice meeting you too. Where could I find you if I need you later?
Yeah, I mean, like, well, again, just taking my shift, my break, like, really quickly, and you'll find me around the food court. I mean, like, like some of us hang out afterwards over by excuse me, by the pond, smoke break. You know how that goes.
Excellent. It was a pleasure meeting you. Maybe we'll run into each other again later.
Okay, enjoy.
Say bye,
Like,
Caviar.
Question.
Oh, man.
What was his name?
Z. Well, his full name is, well, Z, and then Hurst is his last name.
Z-E-E?
Z,
Or just a Z?
Just the letter.
Okay. I totally missed that, and I was like, did he ever give his name? Did he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway.
I was just
yeah.
picturing him in a corset, so, with his tattoos and, like, hello.
And his goat
Hello.
And she's like, where can I find you if I need you later? Like,
My God, Sai's getting all the guys.
We're
dude.
questioning to solve
Oh.
the mystery.
I thought you meant for
Get your
assisting
mind
with
out
the
of
corset.
gutter.
Look now. Who'd you meet over at GBBBO? And then,
Lucas.
like, and who came out of your past? It still looks
I'm
damn
sure
hot.
I don't remember. I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, Sai, share.
Yeah, Sai.
You have a flight of men at your beck and call now.
Oh no, my power's going out. Oh no, goodbye.
Oh my God, that's great. Holy shit. Mazi, I need to give you a chance to at least get one clue before we end for the
Wait,
night.
what was the clue? Was it the spooked horses?
Yes, the spooked horses. Yeah. Can you see it? I mean, like, it looks great. Did I fuck up? No, somebody put in Dakota, so
Okay.
it's still there. Oh, wait,
Oh.
it disappeared.
Oh, yep.
Do you need me to put it back?
What is happening?
I don't know. It disappeared.
Okay, I'm clicking away from it. I'm not doing anything now.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull it back.
So is
Sorry.
it canon that he was wearing a corset?
No, he's a
He
chef.
was wearing a stained apron, okay? He might have been underneath the apron, but I doubt it because he's cooking.
So he's
Jesus.
just wearing an apron.
Oh my God. Oh my God! You're so bad! Holy shit! Oh my God!
I've killed
I thought
girl
I'm
over
bad.
there.
Oh my God! I thought I'm terrible. Holy crap! Oh, Rachel. The things we find out. Oh my God.
Brindlewood Bay after dark.
Right?
Oh, gotta
Where
see that
are you
episode.
gonna be at the boat burning?
That's the last day, okay? Not right now.
So we got time.
Good time. Oh man.
We got time to try all the flavors, is what you're saying. Ice cream, Swift.
Okay, I cannot. All right, I'm getting tired and I'm getting real punchy and I just can't.
So we
I'm
can't
sorry.
have nice things.
So I'm like I said, I'm feeling a bit like tired and punchy. So let's like kind of wrap up for the evening. I'm sorry. Remind me next time Mazi gets first crack at a clue.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh my God.
Over by the joust area. Was it Battle
over
Royale?
by the battle royale. Yeah. Because you have something specific, Mark, that will give you something special here.
Oh.
Oh, and Pearl is getting a new outfit.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So let's see. Hold on. So for next time,
I'm just getting the hammer and a turkey leg.
clue for the
I'm
pick
sorry, did you say
and
and
the
a turkey leg?
And turkey leg.
You gotta get the turkey
Okay.
legs.
Okay, and then
Are you not familiar with this?
Pearl is getting a new outfit.
You've been to a Ren Fair, right?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Turkey leg. That's like the staple.
I'm just imagining
I
Mazi
never
with
got one
like
because
a battle hammer in one hand and a
Yes!
turkey leg in the
Yeah.
other.
Dressed as like a tavern wench.
oh my god, as all great heroes should be.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. Yeah, we didn't barely do anything, so I'm not even going to worry about end of session right now. Like, this is kind of like the halfway point. Okay, so we're just going to go straight to stars and wishes. So stars, obviously, things that you really loved, and then wishes are what you'd like to see for next time. So, I mean, I'm just going to go like barrel through this, and this looks like it's all going to Sai, so I'm so sorry, guys. It's like the cat bubble backpack, the tiara hands, the creepy ass like tightening hands and stuff, fingers, and then the thing that I cannot read for the life of me. What the hell did I write down? It's scribble. My God, my notes look like shit. But yeah, there was a star there, and that's like definitely something that Sai said. So that's great. And then I know to line up a time for Mazi to get for first crack at a clue next time, as well as Pearl and her new outfit, however that goes. It's kind of like, like you have something that is just so amazing that you add to your wardrobe, and then you look at the rest of it and go, that ain't matching. I gotta get new stuff now.
That ain't the vibe.
Swap the rest.
I need to do some
Yep.
more shopping.
Pearl got those boots on an impulse, and like this does not fit with the fairy godmother thing. Nope.
Like, nah, I gotta show these boots off, and in order to do that, I need more leg.
The first time that I went to a Ren Fair, I literally got the boots, like the over the thigh, over the knee boots, with the wrap stuff like on the around it. And then I was like, I can't wear what I'm wearing. It's not going to fit over my pants. So guess what? I had to get the tavern wench outfit, the skirt, the loose shirt, and then the corset that brought everything up.
Everything.
Everything. I was just like, what the hell? I had to carry my clothes, my regular clothes in a regular bag because of all the stuff I bought.
We went to a maker's fair with a friend, and he said that actually, Mike, we went with Mike to a maker's fair here, and he was like, oh, I think I want to get some boots when we go to the Ren Fair tomorrow. And we're like, oh, cool, what kind are you gonna get? What are you looking for? We can help you like find the right people and stuff, because we've been to a bunch of them. And he's like, oh, I want like thigh high ones. And I was like, bold choice. And he's like, are guys not allowed to wear thighs? I'm like, no, Mike, you are, but there's a lot more that goes into it. They're going to be warm. They're going to be hella expensive. You have to have the right paints because you want to show them off. He's like, oh
yeah, it's an investment. You can't just get them and then wear them, because I mean, like, unless you got the rest of the accoutrements, it's not going to work.
No. And he was just like, oh, how much are we talking? I'm like, for thigh high, you're probably looking at like 800. He's like, oh, okay, maybe I won't be getting thigh high boots. Maybe I'll just do like calf high.
Yes, exactly.
Off, so to speak.
Yeah, right. So, yeah.
Just out of curiosity, and it's like, forgive me for asking, like, how tall is he?
5. I would say he's like 5'7", 5'8"-ish.
Okay.
Maybe.
Cool.
He's not super, super tall, but he is taller than me.
Okay.
So, but I don't think he's as tall as my husband, who's right at 6 foot.
Okay. The reason I ask is because it's like, he's currently playing like the same Mike that we did the Strange with. All right. Yeah. So Mike is in my is been in my campaign for my Friday campaign for the Between Stars and Suns, and we're in season 2, and his legacy is just wow. Just wow. Almost gonna die now because, like, he's completing his arc and running out of masks. But I mean, like, it's just wow. So
just wow.
I can no, I'm more than wow. But I mean, like, just for the fact that he's thinking about like thigh high boots. It's like, I'm wondering if he's thinking about his character.
Probably.
I just think it would be funny.
Mike is his character. Did you not know that?
No, it's very true. It's very true. So
we do have to, as a friend group, occasionally tell him, Mike, you can stop with the bit. just be Mike, please. Please turn off the bit. And he's like, oh, sorry, I went too far, too long, my bad.
I can picture him saying that too.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, I mean, like, stars for everyone, but especially those things that I mentioned that in the last one that I cannot read for the life of me. I don't know why. And God, when I scribble, man, I scribble.
Probably
And
something awesome.
yeah, I mean, Maz, like, Pearl is like so adorable with like, we get these boots. I need a web page just to like, put down everything that you guys throw into the chat because it's absolutely delicious.
And you
then,
have to put it without the context, of course.
Well,
oh
you
my
can't
God.
look away for a second. You spend, when your character is engaged.
I haven't even looked at like and like you guys added
I know.
15
You come back
more
to it, it's
things.
just nonsense. It's craziness.
Jesus. Okay, so anyway, and then Mazi, of course. It's like, just being really cute about like, okay, I'm just gonna do this. It's okay. It's
Don't
like,
mind me.
yeah, don't mind me. It's great. So yeah, I mean, like, it's been really fun, even though we had like an abbreviated session. So like, next time we'll just see what we can get. I mean, like, how many clues do we have so far? So 4. Well,
Were we supposed to get clues from our cozy moves?
oh, yeah, I'm a dumbass. I'm sorry.
It just occurred to me that was
Yeah.
thing.
Hold on,
You're
let's see.
right. That's where
Cozy
I got
move.
my Mazi TBDs from, I think, from last time.
Okay, yes. So if it's your cozy activity, you can also stumble on a clue relevant to an active mystery. Tell the keeper what it is. So let's see. Pearl, put in TBD, unless you have an idea for what you want to throw into that mystery. And then it was Psy. Yeah, Psy. You would add Psy TBD for your clue that you're going to throw in.
I hung out in both of them, but I was not the active activity.
Yeah, you couldn't get them to scrapbook this time, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's okay. I didn't want me around scissors that time, anyways. I'm a monster.
Oh my God!
Really?
Oh my God! So okay. So anyway, this is a 7 complexity. Sorry, and then you now have up to 6 clues. Kathleen, are you gonna die?
No,
I might.
just the I'm a monster.
I'm a monster.
Yes,
Guys, you make me giggle so much. Okay, so anyway, 6 clues on a 7 complexity. I mean, you're really damn close, but knowing you guys, you're probably gonna want like 3 more scenes or something.
At
like
least.
that.
You said we could get like 37 clues in this.
Look
one.
now, no,
I think
because
it was 40 actually. I think
no.
it was 42.
well, okay, hold on a second. Because no, wait.
Brad, like, actually, you know what?
Well, we got to think about this because I mean, we don't want to do it too long because then otherwise it's like you might as well just bring the void mystery like to you.
True.
But no, seriously, because all Brindlewood Bay mysteries are built in with 20 clues. Like that's the given. You're not supposed to get all of them, but also
achievement unlocked. Hello.
You're not the boss of me.
But also too, like in thinking about it now, because I mean, like again, because you guys do have the opportunity to try to do some cozy moves, then of course, then you're going to add more clues than that. But
at least 2 extra per session, tentatively.
what the fuck, guys? Come on, hey.
So 26.
We are solving the crap out of these murders.
Well, all I'm saying is it's just like talk about leisurely activity. I mean, like, you're trying to stretch this shit out, get all the clues. I don't know, maybe you're trying to make a quilt with them. Who the hell knows? But I mean, like, you have to put this shit together. You cannot just collect 20 some odd clues and use them all. You have to use them all.
Use 4.
My God, no, don't do that.
She's like, don't do that to me.
Don't do that. I'd rather see you go completely bazonkers and.
But
make
we did
this...
do the 16 clues.
I can't believe that, but it still made sense.
I'm still pleased with how we put those together.
Yeah,
that was a true accomplishment.
Yeah. And anytime you guys perform these kind of miracles, it's like I want to see them in the Gauntlet chat because I mean they're so deserving of an award. God damn.
16.
Oh my God. Jesus. Okay, anyway. Sorry. Everybody else, somebody else go.
I'll go. So stars, obviously Mads for running it and let us just go like hog wild and be just off the wall. I also want to give stars to both Luna and Kathleen for like the little details, especially like Kathleen with like the cooking, like bringing in your cooking and baking knowledge. Like that's just a lot of fun because I'm like I don't know anything about cooking. I'm like in real life I do not. So Mazi does not. So it's fun to see like how you like pull those like flavors and stuff out and like the flowers and stuff. So I like it. And of course the bubble backpack, like that's so you, but also Psy. Yep. Right there. So yeah. And then I think my wishes would be more. I know we were kind of doing a little bit together this time, but definitely more scenes like together with more than just one of us. So if we can figure out a way to work those out, that'd be awesome. More chances to, I guess, start to theorize and spitball before we get to the actual like theorize role.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up with this chat, and I just what? I'm not even. Oh my god, this video. I want to play this video, but I don't want to play this video.
I'm in love with your strut.
Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, all right.
So
yeah, this session is definitely a stars all around kind of session. Because stars to Mads for putting up with us as we go off these wild tangents and thirst over NPCs. Kind of random.
Man, the thirst is just dripping. It's just flooding the place. My god. Holy crap. Okay, I'm sorry.
And as always, I love Sai bringing caviar into things. It just, of course, elaborate costume, cat backpack. Of course, because this is Sai, and caviar's got to come along because caviar is part of the package. Caviar gets to come have fun at the Ren Fair too. And man, just this whole session is in some ways I think the chat has been my favorite part of it.
I mean, if I knew more about editing, I'd be like, put all this shit into the video. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh jeez.
Yeah. This has just been wild and lovely.
Yes.
And wishes, I too wish for more group time so we can bounce off each other, and I am looking forward to Mazi and Sai's reactions when they see Pearl having changed her clothes.
It's gonna be epic.
Grifters are chameleons.
That's true. That's true. Okay, definitely stars all around. It's so nice to be able to come back and just be silly and have fun and get wild and pretend with the three of you. It's like I'm always nervous before because of me. I'm like, and Rachael knows. I spend all day like,
all day pre-game stressing.
Yeah.
That's how I am before running a game. Yep.
But it's always fun. It's always fun, and I always, it's the best. And so thank
I'm
you.
a nurse.
Thank you all. I'm a nurse. Yeah. Thank you all
Ever
for
since that. Yep.
Mazi, thanks for bringing the creepy details to the beginning of the game. Kathleen, I'm always impressed by how Pearl can relate to both, Mazi and Sai and the NPCs. Like, you just have so much heart, and Pearl has so much heart, and it comes through in everything that you do. I think it's amazing. And Mads, sorry about the video that you're gonna watch later. But it is I believe on topic for the game today. But
it's on topic.
I take no accountability for the thing that you're about
I'll
to
take
watch.
it for you if you want.
Is it something that should be under spoiler?
No, well, there's a butt in it. There's a naked butt. But that's it. That's it. But
I don't think there's any foul language, is there?
I don't think so. I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Yeah,
but
same.
it's apropos. And okay, I know we do this without context, but just for my sake, because it's like, again, like a lot of things come by, and then I'm like, oh my god, what a moment. But I mean, like, what is it really apropos to? Like the like Z, who coming in and is
Kind of.
I would say
Okay.
it's more
It's
to
the only apron comment because of the butt in the video, but also because of the boots, and we were
the
making
boots and the
jokes about
strutting.
Okay, got it.
new boot goofing. Yeah.
New boot.
Boom,
Okay,
boom, 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 boom.
got it. Oh god, I can't wait, and I'm also
Mhm.
dreading this.
No, don't dread. No
And I
dread.
hope you feel that way always when you play with us.
No, well,
I cannot
mean,
wait, and I am afraid.
I'm trying to think. There was like a time where I was just. It's very close to how I felt when watching this last Great British Bake Off episode, where everybody wowed up the technical, and I was alternately screaming, laughing, and crying at the same time because it was so horrible, funny, and damn at the same time. And it's like, I get pretty close here. I get pretty close with you three. Because it's just like, damn, hilarious, horrible, what?
Yeah.
And then I start laughing again. It's great. It's really great.
We're like not quite bad enough to be on Nailed It, but not good enough to be on Bake Off. Like, that's where we're at.
It's fair assessment. Fair assessment. Yeah, there you go. No, it's all good. But I mean, like, dang, man. It's like, this was so much fun. I'm so glad for you guys, like, being able to just come in, let loose, and, like, just see what the hell happens. You little old ladies, like, with, like, thirst, like, thirsting away. It's all good. It's all good. So, all right. So, knowing that, got like another couple of weeks before we come back to this. Hopefully I'll remember not to indulge too much in caffeine and fall asleep before this. So yeah.
Rachael.
If there's nothing else.
We're back
You're
on
welcome.
the 28th, right?
Yes, back on the 28th.
Okay.
So hopefully you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving. If I
Yes.
don't see you for something else ahead of time, then yeah, have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. Enjoy your turkey. Not the turkey leg from the Ren Fair, but from the medieval fair, but just like, regular turkey for Thanksgiving. And I will see you on the 28th.
Real quick, you want a fun fact about the turkey legs?
Uh,
Sometimes they're actually emu legs.
I've had emu before. It's good.
It is.
I've had ostrich. I haven't had emu.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, like, there's only so many turkey legs to go around, so not a surprise. All right.
Yeah. So
Good to know. All right. The things you learn.
there you go. Douche canoe
laugh,
and
we
emu
learn.
legs.
Oh my God! God!
It's a night of
I'm
learning.
sorry.
You're not sorry.
You're not
Just say
sorry.
it. You're not sorry. Okay. Happy gaming to you all. Enjoy your holidays. And I'll see you next
Bye.
time. Bye.
See you guys.
You're killing me.